Sila Shalom, and this is the Cosmon teachings in the words of Jehovah and his angel ambassadors from the Cosmon Bible Owaspi. And the topic of discussion today is going to be called The Flood in the Ark of Noah. Now, as I explained in the documentary called The Submerged Continent of Pan, the missing link to the human history, that Pan was the first continent that humans inhabited, and the first continent to develop civilization before migrating to the rest of the world. Now I'm going to apply the ark cycles based off the timetables of prophecy to get the chronology of the flood in history. Now, from the first ark, the Ark of Wayne, which is the first ark cycle after the creation of man, to the 17th ark cycle after the creation of man, the Ark of Noah, is 16 ark cycles of 3,000 years, which is 48,000 years. And that's how the ark cycles work based off the timetables of prophecy, which is to say, from the time of Adam, or the Adamites, to the flood of Noah is 48,000 years. So that's 48,000 years worth of history submerged on the continent of Pan. Now, referring to the name Noah, Noah is the name of the 17th ark after the creation of man, that the earth entered during the flood or sinking of Pan. So Noah is not referring to an individual or person, but the name of the ark that the earth was entering during the time of the flood, being the Ark of Noah, the 17th ark after the creation of man. Now comes the call of Aph, son of Jehovah. And now Aph is the Etherian god of the 17th ark, the Ark of Noah. In the book of Aph, son of Jehovah, in the introduction verse, it states, being the heavenly records of Aph, son of Jehovah, and of his companion Nanya, daughter of Jehovah, as pertaining to the submerge of the continent of Waga, afterward called Pan, signifying earth. And this period was commonly called the Dalu, or flood of waters. And in the book of Aph, son of Jehovah, chapter 1, verse 1 through 4, it states, in the time of the world, 24,000 years before Cosmon, the Cosmon era, the great serpent, or Solar Felix, being in the Ark of Noah, in the Etherian heavens, and in the sum of Huth, and Jaya 87, the earth and her heavens were in great darkness. But the spirit of Jehovah moved upon his high-raised God, Aph, in Etheria, to consecrate new dominions on the earth and her heavens. And Aph said, verse 2, I, Aph, son of Jehovah, God in the Ark of Noah, in the sum of Hoyt, in Etheria, came to Haiti, heaven of the red star, or earth, in Jehovah's name. In his wisdom, power, and love manifested in my own resurrection, to become companion to gods and goddesses and Orion chiefs on the thrones of high heavens, proclaim. Verse 3, to the atmospherian spirits of the earth, and to the spirits of the first, second, and third resurrection abiding on earth, or near thereto, hither, with mortals or without, to their God and lords, and to their saviors, and to all holy ones by Jehovah raised up for the redemption of men and angels. And in verse 4 it states, in the Ark of Noah came to me the voice of Jehovah, creator of worlds, saying, so here it states that Jehovah calls Aph, an Etherian god in the Ark of Noah, to manage the heavens of the earth while it's traveled in the 17th ark cycle, the Ark of Noah. And in the book of Aph, son of Jehovah, chapter 1, verse 20 through 22, Jehovah gives his decree. Verse 20, what more is Pan to these spirits of evil and darkness? What more is the first heaven than a place of perpetual devouring? Have they not made it a place of everlasting destruction? They visit their evils upon mortals. The young child cannot escape them, nor the middle age, nor the old man nor old woman. Verse 21. The heavenly kingdoms founded by gods and lords have become pest houses for drugers and spedals. Drugers are spirits of darkness. There is no place left for founding the upright and virtuous in heart. Verse 22. Are my gods and lords servants to an evil world? And shall they find only rottenness to deal with? Now have I answered in the firmament of my holy sons and daughters. I have called them from remote places in heaven to witness the work of my hand. For as I had made the earth and its heaven, so rule I over it to the same end for which I created it. And in the book of 8th son of Jehovah, chapter 1, through 26, 28, through 30, it states, verse 26, have I not a right to do my own way? Are not all things mine? If a man die in the corporeal part, the physical part, is he a failure? How else could man rise to my ethereal worlds? Open his eyes, O my God and my lords. He was not, and I created him. He presumed to look into my plans and judgment. By his little learning, he exalted his conceit and pretended to know all things. Verse 28. Know I not that first of all things man shall be taught to know my power, and after that my wisdom? Have they seen the places of the dead and hell and destruction? Teach them, O my God, for their ultimate resurrection is my glory and my delight. Verse 29. Shall man on earth say the Creator was angry, and so sent the land beneath the ocean? He hath not wisdom to comprehend that this day I cast out hell and destruction. The spirits of darkness is his love, and as vampires they feed on each other to the ruin of both. Verse 30. But I know what is for their own good, and my decree hath gone forth. So here Jehovah states his decree that Pan will be sunken underwater because of the corruption of humans on earth, on that continent, and angels in the heavens over Pan. So now Jehovah calls the chosen to inform them about his decree. In the Lord's first book, chapter 1, verse 32 through 34, it states, verse 32, and I, the Lord, called unto my chosen, who were persecuted and hidden away in the valleys and mountains, even on the tops of mountains. Verse 33, and I said unto them, because ye have kept my commandments, come forth and hear ye the word of the Lord your God. And they came forth from their hiding places, thousands and thousands of them. And I sent my angels unto them, saying, verse 34, say ye unto my chosen, this is the word of the Lord your God. Ye have found favor in my sight, for ye alone of all that is on the earth have kept my commandments. And ye have seen righteousness in the seed of your generation. So here it states that the Lord God of Pan called out to the chosen to come forth and hear the decree of Jehovah. And these will be the ones that will be saved for the fact that they kept the commandments at the time when evil was running rampant on Pan. And in the Lord's first book, chapter 1, verse 35 through 39, it states, verse 35, go to, therefore, and build ships sufficient unto my chosen, and get ye within, where none can pursue or destroy. Verse 36, for behold, I will bring a flood of waters upon the earth, even above the highest mountains, for I will destroy the corruption thereof, and purge it of all uncleanliness. Verse 37, take ye therefore of all food that is good to eat, and gather it into the ships, for the flood shall remain 150 days, and ye shall not come forth and find wherewith to eat. So here it states the Lord giving the decree of Jehovah about the flood to the chosen, and that the chosen are commanded to build ships and to gather up food, which would have been grains, fruits, and herbs, being that the chosen are